This is the Wordlife Show, hosted by Krazy on Ujima 98 FM, Tuesdays 8 till 10.
Yeah.
Everybody set up, yeah? Okay, so right, for all of the listeners there, I apologize because we're not going to play the whole of that slow time, but we got something, in my opinion, that's even better for you ready now, yeah? We have Jinxsta JX! Boom, right, let's get rid of the noise in the background from him.
Alright, mate. Alright, kid.
Alright, me petal?
Alright, mate.
How do's you?
Oh, I'm fine, mate. You alright?
I'm bloody marvellous.
Sound, mate, sound.
Top banana.
Ah.
Bruv!
Yo.
My G.
Don't know, fam.
You should have been on the show time ago, fam.
Yeah, man. But, you know, it's all love, man. It's just, in time.
Bruv, I swear down, it's just gone a bit mental. It's snowballed. As I just told you, it's scheduled up to November, innit?
That's wicked, fam.
Bruv, now on the real, this is one of the most talented Bristol artists that's been putting it down since I can remember.
Respect.
Now, I was trying to remember, hang on, before I get carried into our history and stuff, the people that are locked in and listening now and don't know, in the studio I have Jinxsta JX. Now, he's an incredible solo artist, but he's also got affiliations to things like Three-Headed Beast. And he works a lot with Twizzy, Billy Wiz, HLG. Now, all the team, man, you've been about the city a bit, innit? You know what I mean?
Yeah, bruv, yeah, man, been around. So now, shout out all the man as well. SH Fire.
Yeah, I was going to say back 10 to 7.
10 to 7, 2 Leap, OTM, just all the family trees, you know?
I mean, I said there's a lot of family trees, man. It goes down. On the real, bruv, it's because you're a real dude, you know what I mean?
Respectful.
And I think, basically, your talent shines, innit? You know what I mean? You know, a lot of people, they don't mess with certain people from different sides and stuff like that. I never seen you as that guy. You know what I mean?
Nah, man. You just keep calm in it, like,
Yeah, man.
I've always been... Yeah, I've always just
you got good teams behind you. If anything ever kicked off, there'd be headlamps all over the place. Talent shines. It's good that people, they facilitate that and they recognise that, and you know what I mean? And I think, bro, you've been killing it, man.
Love, brother.
So, that's JinxtsaJX. We got him in, and basically, I played a few of his tracks throughout the show.
Yeah, man.
But you've got a lot of music, fam.
Bro, do you know what's mad? I have got a lot of music, but then I haven't at the same time. Because, like, realistically, through the years, I probably dropped, like, 2 solo projects.
So when I say music, I suppose collaborative stuff.
Yeah. Collabs and all that. I'm all over the place. Like,
You've probably got 14 billion collaboration tracks, I think. And then 2 solo albums.
So far.
So far. Yeah. Now, okay, we're gonna get into releases shortly.
Cool.
I just wanted to touch on back history.
Yeah, man.
I think the earliest sighting I remember of you was when you battled Stick of the Dump.
Right, yeah.
On Jump Off.
Yeah, man. 15.
Now, pre Don't Flop, any of these rap battle competitions, we had this thing called Jump Off TV where they had the street battles, innit? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And basically, this was right in the centre of town, wasn't it?
Yep.
And he's like an ogre, isn't he?
He's a big dude.
Honestly, he's sticking a dump for a reason, isn't it? He's literally a beast. And then basically, the footage is still out for that, innit?
Still out there, brother. To be fair, it's like probably one of the only battles I ever lost where I like deserved to lose, and it's the only one that's out there. But you know, it's what it is.
I mean,
it's loved,
everyone was a winner on that, bro. You were 15 years old, battling against a seasoned veteran in the middle of town, and and
that was all real freestyles back then as well.
The thing, this is it as well. They've lost the concept to those battles. You know what I mean? Because people know too much, and we know that everything ends up online and on footage. You know what I mean? Everyone's over precautious and don't want to say certain things. You know what I mean? Whereas this was just real hip hop. The elements of it are just real.
Raw.
And he's a seasoned battler. He was traveling all over the country battling people.
Exactly
He took him, and you held your own, bro.
Respect, fam.
Honestly, you really did, and I think, and it set basically, it made people take notice. You know what I mean? And I think when you say lost, it wasn't like he destroyed you and you had to move out the city to get fired. You know what I mean? It was a good battle, and that's against one of the best out there at the time when he was 15. You know what I mean? So that was it. And after that, I mean, we've had a lot. I was trying to figure out where I even know you from.
I was thinking the same thing.
I've known you forever.
Yeah, bro.
I can't think of like the starting point where.
It just would have been like all them, them little shows here and there.
I've been on the same flights, like hip hop lounge and stuff like. We was on stage together back like 15, 20. It's scary up there. Giving away our age, isn't it? You know? Neither of us look that older. I don't think, do we?
The hairlines are different now and everything.
I'm fatter now, like sweaty man boobs and all stuff now. It's really hot in there, honestly. It's not every day there's sweaty man boobs. It's just today, especially. Right, enough about my sweaty man boobs. Anyway, shocking people. All right, bro, back to your music, fam.
Man.
Right now, let's go on to the releases then. The solo projects, yeah?
Yeah.
What's the first one?
I did drop one back in 06 called A Hit of Dope. And that was like me finding my feet, whatever.
Yeah.
You can't get that now for good reason. Cause
You just took it out.
Yeah, it's just whack, bro. But people still come up to me to this day. That's why I dropped that tune, that Bristol. Like that went viral back in the day.
Yeah.
Before it, like, and that
Before viral was viral.
Yeah, that's by Bluetooth and infrared, fam.
Yeah, man. He invented viral.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But yeah, did that. Then a few years later, solo-wise, dropped Rough Around the Edges Volume 1.
Yeah.
That's a mixtape.
Yeah.
Then a couple years after that, I dropped Thoughts and Words, which is still out now. You heard a couple. That's one that Phoenix Mutual track.
That was tough. Yeah.
So that's, as far as solo, that's it, fam.
Yeah.
But then obviously in between that, done stuff with HFC, 10 to 7, Free of the Beast, Too Deep. And like you said, all the collabs.
There's so many in there.
Yeah, fam.
I mean, you've done a lot of like tours and really, really big shows as well, haven't you, man?
Yeah,
Geez, I mean, some of the actual CV is huge, isn't it?
It is mad.
Yeah, I mean, what? All right, okay. We started doing a thing where we get like call in for questions and stuff like that. One of the questions that stood out is, what was your like bucket list moment, like, or your main thing that you've accomplished in your music that you probably your 15-year-old you would be wetting himself over now, not like.
I know what you mean. Bruv, it's hard to say because like at the same time, I don't know. I haven't really found what I wanted to do yet. Like it's only really the last few years where I'm thinking like, right, I know what I'm going for now. Yeah. But in terms of what I've done so far, I remember doing Bristfest. Curtis Blow was headlining. And then he did a set, he saw our set, he liked it, and then he came and grabbed man, told me, Twiz, Mab, and Young UK and Chester P. Got man up on stage, freestyling with him and ting, bruv. Yeah, that was sick. And for people who don't know,
huge, man.
Don't know Curtis Blow, you know, he's a legend hip hop, first ever rapper ever to perform on live TV, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean?
Was it with the Furious 5 as well, Chris?
I don't know if he was part of them, but I think
that
kind of era, that proper old school stuff. So that was sick.
Yeah.
But yeah, man.
Jeez, okay, that's huge, man.
Yeah, man. Going on tour with Chess as well. Chester P took man around doing different shows around the UK. That was sick. That helped a lot. You know what I mean?
I can imagine that put you guys up. Was that with when you was the Three-Headed Beast?
Three-Headed Beast, yeah. Because he's from same ends as Mab. North London thing. So he's kind of mutual friends anyway. But then he did a show here with Weapon of Choice. Got to know man, like what we were doing. He said he's heading out on road, brought man with him, so it was us a lot, him, Ramson Bad Bones.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? Went around different cities.
He took some real good rappers.
Yeah,
he was like, I'm going to pick the best.
Do you know what I mean? And like you said, fam, that lifted the profile around the UK.
You know what I mean? I think there's certain moves, people see the attachment to certain stuff. And I think, not to say like you'd anyway bite them in any shape or form, because that's not the case. But you've got similar sort of styles of that boom bap kind of flavour, innit? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it works well with that kind of music, you know what I mean? It's not like going from rock to techno. It's not abstract, you know what I mean? And it went smooth. I mean, Free of the Beast, are you still a fan?
Not really, no.
Not as a part, nothing like that to anyone, but I mean...
No, basically no, innit? It's like, we did to be fair, that only plan to start out is just
one project.
Just one project.
Done really well.
Exactly that. First project's called Free of the Beast, Mab, Twizzy, Jinxsta JX. Picked up, people were like, Free of the Beast. It was like, alright, calm. Then the next EP.
We're like the Free of the Beast.
Free of the Beast. Did the album,
and
that was it. And then we only ever planned to do 3 projects. And then from that, just life anyway, because Mab's, you know, he's moved up north now, got a wife, kids. You know, everyone's still blessed into him.
Manish.
Do you know what I mean? It's just real. It's just like, it is what it is. But people still rate, still rate it.
The project it left an imprint, I think, on the city, man. It made like not just on the city, I think on the UK as a whole, you know what I mean? I think that was it was, you know, people say Bristol hip hop, you know what I mean? That was UK hip hop.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Automatically certified amongst that, you know what I mean? It definitely done that, man.
It did.
And I think that's a real good look for you guys.
Respect,
Bruv, now you've been doing a lot with that. So what was the 10 to 7? That was
10 to 7.
That was that's your ends.
That's the original. That's the man them.
That's the man them. Shout out the man them.
All the man them. Fire, Shots, AD, Tiny, all the man them. Yeah, the good. That basically, like I said, all man them growing up. And then one day we must have thought, all right, do you know what? We're making tunes together anyway. People rating it. It's like, let's make a crew. I think it was up on Horfield Common. And like half of us are from Horfield, BS7. The others are from Manor Farm, so that's BS10.
Right.
10 to 7. So came up with that. I think Shots came up with that. started running with that.
I don't think I ever knew that. That kind of makes sense.
Bro. Yeah, it makes sense, innit? And then, bro, we dropped an album. Obviously, we were doing mixtapes and that. And then we dropped an album called Unknown Business. You can still get all this on Bandcamp. Yeah. And that was like fully produced by the man them. Oh, like, go check that out, cause that's sick, man. And bro, we was popping, doing the thing. I won't get into it too much, but then there was like some politics on the road.
It started getting a bit hot on road.
People, hot on road. And
hot on road.
It wasn't, man. It wasn't, man. Yeah, exactly. Ammo, he was all part of the fam. And, but yeah, basically, long story short, people baited up the name who weren't involved.
The original music side of it, they just caught onto the gang thing. And not even the part, but that's how it happens, man.
And then this was around the time when the feds were like looking for any excuse. Crime.
We had the same thing. We had an ESP crew, and I remember I'd get sent videos of people at petrol stations get punched in the face, and they go ESP, and it's like, oh good grief, come on, like we got to go on stage now, and, you know. It's not like I'm scared of it, but at the same time, like I didn't even know that guy.
But the beauty thing about the 10 to 7 as well, because like now, man, them are all back together, so that's kind of part of the good reason why I'm, perfect timing that I'm up here now. Because we all got a team, we're all pushing together now. Fire's got his project coming out soon. You got him on the show
next week, man.
So,
I think the timing, my timing is
you know what I mean, man? Perfect, bro. And then we got an EP. Well, Shats is working on Shats, going by FH.
I'm glad Shats is back, you know.
Do you know what I mean? But he's producing now, you know.
Yeah.
Like he's always been a sick producer. Man always trying to get him on the bars, but he ain't really on the bar. He can still spit. He still spin, man. Like,
he's fully good at the production.
But the production's sick, fam. And that's coming. We got. I think the first thing we're probably gonna drop on that is 8-bar Rhythm, which is produced by him. So obviously I'm on there. Fire, AD, Tiny, Hydro, Slowy. Who else is on there? Someone else I'm forgetting from. Big Hearts. So I mean, so it's all the man them like. Yeah,
got Stress on there. That's where Hydro and Stress.
Well, but Stress is involved with the whole thing. Big P, Jet Me, it's all the family, and that's all going to be under Rate, which is like a label that I set up. Yeah. When I say label, it's just basically an umbrella. Exactly that, fam. Exactly an umbrella. You already know, innit?
Well, if you know we've been doing this for
trust me, fam.
It's screwed cut, you know.
I know. In the lab, all that.
There's a lot of them.
Do you know what I mean? Yeah, brother.
Feel about Bristol, innit?
Yeah, fam.
People need to do their history.
Oh, jeez. Ever since 03.
Bruv, it's mad.
It's mad, fam.
It is quite scary when you actually think the amount of time we can do it. But bruv, the thing is, and it goes to show, there's so much good stuff going on. Yeah, man. We're still driven. We're still doing it. It's not like we've not made it. We're doing it all the time.
Yeah, bro.
We're living the dream, bro.
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean? And I think like people, they recognise, you know what I mean? And I think literally, I bet when you walk down the road, it's like, Jinxsta, you know what I mean?
Trust me, I get the love.
Yeah, man.
And I rate it. You know what I
mean? Well deserved, bro. You know what I mean? Right now, I could probably do another minute of interview with you. Yeah?
Okay.
Now I want to get into the bars
for them.
Like now on the real, bruv, because you're like a wicked MC, and as much as we can sit here chatting and interviewing and everything like that, I think that they just need to know, innit, and see the levels and the intelligence behind this stuff. You know what I mean? Before we get into that, social media.
Social medias.
Let's have the stamps on that, please.
Everything is Jinxsta JX, which is spelled JINXSTA JX. That's Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Bandcamp, Spotify, everything. Jinxsta JX, JINXSTA. Keep an eye out for Rate, which is RATE, Rough Around the Edges, because that's the label, like I said, the umbrella. Yeah. But yeah, go check it out, go follow me.
Anything like that, send this to me.
Man, respect.
Out all over the page, all over that. Yeah.
Instagram and Bandcamp, those are the two. If you're gonna follow anything, go to those two, please.
One last question, actually.
Yeah, man.
JX. What does that stand for?
Bro, do you know, it's a sick story, right? So I started off rapping as Jinx. Yeah. Then I went to Jinxsta. Yeah. Then I was at youth club. Kells from Soldier Clip was working at the youth club. Yeah. And he said, at the time, I think there was a guy in his clique, Jinx the Cypher, I think.
Yeah, there was.
So he was like, you should maybe change your name because people might get it. Not on a hating thing, literally just giving him advice, like people might get you mixed up. And he's like, you should call yourself JX. It sounds a bit more righteous, And I was like, I like the sound of that. Yeah. So I was about the same time, I like Jinxsta, so I was just like, bam, just combine the two. Yeah. Just some, you know what I mean? People come up with their own little nicknames, like Jamal X and.
Yeah. I thought there might have been something in it, and that's probably.
It's literally just JX, and it just helps stand out. You know what I mean?
I think basically, especially in this day and age, where we got like Google optimization and things like that, and you type Krazy in the internet, see how many things come up.
Even if you just type in Jinxsta, because obviously I do it now and then, see what I want out. You got to do it, man.
Check out,
So like, there's a lot of gamer profiles with the name Jinxsta, just on its own. So it's good that there's a JX.
It's good that you separated it and then called out from early and stuff like that. So all your back catalog still got that on there.
Yeah, man, easy.
Family, Thank you for coming through.
Yeah,
we're going to go into some quick adverts.
Yeah, man.
We're going to set up the recording for the microphones, and then if we get this done, we're going to get you spit some live bars. Yeah, so let's get into it. Thank you for coming through. Let's get these commercial breaks on. Let's go.
You're listening to Ujima 98 FM. The sound of urban Bristol.